the thoughts of lawyer, tax consultant? Are you saying that after all, we're justified with our claims? Or
of course,
we've had these eminent persons supporting your claims you're making.
Of course, they know the importance of the private sector to the economic development of Ghana. So definitely they are supporting our call, and they understand the effect of these taxes on businesses. For me, what is disturbing about these new taxes?
But the government claims that there are no new taxes. For instance, the growth and stability.
Yes.
And I'll be coming to Prof and Dr. help me. They are just expanding the scope. You are paying these taxes already.
And that is where the danger is. Those taxes are supposed to be temporary taxes to solve specific problems.
Yeah.
When we
Successive governments
with the
never take it away.
Reconstruction levy that started in 2001. It was supposed to last for about just 5 years. They added 2 years to it, and then they changed the name to the National Fiscal Stabilization Levy. It took a longer time, and now they have changed it, rebranded it, give it a new cloth and a new name, calling it Growth and Stabilization Levy.
Expanding the scope.
And then bringing in more business, expanding the scope. Now, the Growth and Stabilization Levy. Now, how are you expecting to grow when the private sector, which is the engine of growth, you are killing it? So how do you get a growth? Because the private sector is supposed to grow, so they'll be able to pay the taxes. People that they employ will also be able to pay the taxes. Now, with this, a lot of taxes, multiplicity of taxes, you are killing the private sector, which is supposed to generate the growth. That's
I was speaking to the Food and Beverage Association. I'll come to Prof and Doc on this then. And they were telling me that some businesses are looking at relocating to other countries, Ivory Coast, Togo, and all the rest. Strict proof, what is the current state of business of your members with respect to these taxes?
Yes, George, it's a very bad situation. And I'm going to give you a typical example, walk you through and give you an example, and I think you understand it very well when we complain about these taxes. Now, for instance, let me take the fruit juice, for instance. The excise duty was 0. Now it's 20%.
Processed fruit juice.
Yes.
They're trying to discourage people consuming sugary fruit juice.
So let's look at the effect of these taxes and whether it will discourage people from consuming.
Are your members folding up? Are they relocating?
Yes.
Is that the situation?
Exactly. Because you cannot survive under these circumstances.
Not mention the names of these businesses. Can you give us some numbers? I mean, what is the situation as we speak right now?
And that's what I'm explaining to you. You said I shouldn't mention names. So I'm giving you a typical...
No, as in the name of the businesses.
No,
I'm just saying that maybe 10, 5, and help me how bad is the situation.
Day in, day out, you get people coming to you and complaining. You get people coming and saying that we cannot survive under these circumstances. Just from last year to this year, if you take the numbers, no business will be able to survive. This business that you have increased the excise duty from 0 to 20% is the same business that is being asked to pay the VAT, right? The same business that is going to pay the utility prices that has gone up. Water and electricity. And for beverages, it went up so high that, I mean, it's difficult for them to pay.
Are they shutting down?
Yes.
Are they shutting down?
You see, it is not so easy to get up and say
downsize their
businesses. Yes, some are definitely downsizing.
And some are moving to neighboring countries.
Exactly. Well. It's not just easy to say, get up and say, I'm closing down. You have invested in the businesses. So now you are looking out for a way to survive over a period of time. If you have to reduce your production, you will do that.
And is that happening?
Is that happening?
And some are contemplating moving to neighboring countries as well?
Yes. Even when you take this, those in the oil industry, the cooking oil, all those things.
I know one company that is actually is in the process of.
And you know, I was just reading, we are importing just for over the last 3 years, 1.17 billion of palm oil.
And do they want to put it squarely on the taxation issue, the business environment, or what are the reasons that they are telling you why they are downsizing, they are laying off, and some are looking at moving to neighboring countries?
George, it's a combination of factors. And the factors before these taxes were not so good. So you don't add up to the difficulties that they are going through. And I have enumerated some of these factors. So if you are going to add these taxes to it, what you are telling them is that we don't want you to survive.
Aren't you engaging government, or aren't you presenting the facts to them?
We have done that several times. And I think it's the intransigence of the government that is causing some of these things. Look, if they introduce this tax, lessons are there for them when it comes to the e-levy. Businesses will find a way to avoid the taxes. And the revenue, the 4 billion revenue that they are looking for, they will not get it. It will end up killing businesses. They should withdraw this tax, come to the table, have engagement with businesses. Let's find the best way forward. Otherwise, if they force and introduce it, we also teach them lessons.
What lessons are you going to teach them?
The lesson is that they will not get the revenue.
Interesting.
The lesson is that businesses are going to collapse. The lesson is that they are going to lay off people. And the lesson is that in the long run, the economy will suffer. Let's strengthen the private sector. That's what we are saying. Make a lot of profit and pay taxes, and the economy will move forward.